Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about, like, it's in my book, Prevail Despite the Odds. You know, every action has a reaction. Everything that you do, every choice that you make, like whether you decide to go out for the day or you decide to stay in, if you stay in, there's a less likely chance that you'll meet new people. But then also, maybe if you stay in, there might be a chance that somebody might knock on the door and you might be surprised. Every day is full of choices, and the choices you make dictate your future success. And the thing that I want to talk about today is, you remember, I think in my other video or a couple videos back, I talked about how my friend had blocked me. I don't know what she did, but she didn't respond. I just know the ultimate thing is she, when I reached out, she didn't respond. I told my mom that the last thing I did after what she said to me, I did slam her door, but I didn't mean to. But my mom was like, it don't matter if you mean to or you didn't mean to, that still is a reaction. So I told my mom, I was like, in every situation, you got to be calm, cool, collected. You should express how you feel, but do it in an intelligent way. Have emotional intelligence. And I think that's what I'm learning to do, because there has been times in college where I didn't have emotional intelligence, or I didn't express myself in the moment, and I hold it all in, and then when I exploded, I lost a friend. So anger stirs up strife, but love, that's in the Bible. Anger stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. So you have to be careful about your reactions. That's what my mom said. You gotta be careful about how you react to people. Because think about it like this. As soon as it's not about that. People look at the reaction, but they don't look at what caused it. They don't care about what caused it. They look at you and what you did. So you have to hold yourself accountable and realize that there are consequences to your reactions. And also, somebody told me, oh, that's toothpaste. Yeah. You see, I've been wearing this. This is what I sleep in. But, somebody told me, like, you keep stealing from a gas station, and sooner or later you're going to get caught. That's just like in life. When you keep doing stuff, or it could be repeatedly, or it could just be one, or it could just take one time. It's like somebody sleep with the wrong person, they get HIV, and it's over with. So you got to be careful about the things that you do, and know that with every action there's a consequence, good or bad. And that's what I'm learning in life as of today. I'm 24 years old, and there's things that I've done through college. Like, I remember that I was upset with a friend. This was a while back. This was like 3 years ago. I think 4 years ago. I know it was a while back. And I went off on her. I told her, I said a bunch of mean things. And then during my psychotic break, and I was reaching back out, they were like, no, I didn't really want to be friends with them again. I just wanted people to talk to. But what I said, I shouldn't have said it to her. Because when I was struggling, I'm not saying I said, I didn't want to be friends, but when things started to happen to me, you realize, dang, I said that to her. It's like, be careful what you say to people, because it can come back and hunt you, and it can bite you in the butt. So you got to be careful with everything that you do. You got to be calm, cool, collected, and watch what you say. And with that situation currently today, with not the friend that I'm talking about from back then, but the friend that, I don't know what her response was, but I blocked her and I moved on. When I get angry or I feel upset, like I told her, she said, "Are you mad?" And I said, "I am upset." I told her that. When she was driving the car, I was trying to get out the door. So I didn't mean to slam her door, but I was just trying to get away. So when I get upset, the first thing I try to do is try to escape the situation, so I don't do anything or say anything wrong that will, and I've been doing that since I was a little girl. Like, I walk away. I try to walk away or get away. Like, during my psychotic break, I was out of my mind, but when I'm in my right mind, I try to walk away. So if somebody's yelling at me or arguing with me, I don't really try to talk to them. I try to walk away. Like, I try to walk away. Now and that's what you should do in any situation. You don't want to do the right, like, if not do the right thing. If you feel like the situation is too much, like too stressful, walk away. You just be like, let them say what they want to say. Just walk away. Just walk away. Don't react. Just walk away, because your reaction is going to fuel them even more. And even you walking away, that's a reaction. That's going to fuel them. So just walk away and just be the better person and give it to God. Give it to God. And be watchful of what you say. So that's what I'm learning today. How to react to situations is no reaction. And no reaction in that, even walking away, that is a reaction, but that's you trying to protect your peace. That's better than a response. That's better than yelling back. That's why I try to escape. Get out the situation. You got to get out. You know, get out. Find a way to get out, or just be like, I'm sorry you feel that way, or don't even say that, because then they're going to feel like you not taking it. Anything you do, when a person's upset, anything you do will make them even more angry. You try to say something to calm them down, and be like, you're not listening to me. You try to walk away, then they be like, you're giving up. It'll be something. They're going to feel any type of way. So you only can control your response. And that's why, like, I'm learning that. Like, I'm 24 years old, and with everything going on in the world, you don't want to do the wrong thing. You got to be careful of how you react. I don't care what it is. Just walk away. Walk away. Or just leave it alone. Because as soon as you react, and this is for me in the future too, if I come back to this video, as soon as you react, they're going to be pointing the finger at you. They're not going to even look at the other person. They're going to look at you. Like, they're going to look at you. They're going to look at you. They're like, well, she did this. It's the pointing finger game. And then you got to take accountability. Well, I did do this. And then you got to apologize. You got to do all that because you reacted. Because you reacted. So that's my thing now, is no matter how angry somebody makes me, I might express that I'm angry, like, hey, you're making me upset. Can you please not do this? If they say, well, I don't care, or they apologize, or whatever they do, even if they don't even say sorry, you should forgive them and move on. Don't carry that anger into the next day. Just let it go. That's like, and focus on the next thing, because life moves on. If life is moving on, why are you not moving on? Stop looking at the past and look at the next day, and forgive them and move on. Just, you don't put your hands on nobody, because then they could take you to court, especially if you got money. Don't talk bad about people repeatedly over and over and over again, because then they could say, like, I'm talking about repeatedly. That's because then they could say you're harassing them, because you're talking bad about them. That's why on my channel I talk about things that happen in my life, but I don't want to talk about celebrities or people that I really don't know about. But I talk about the events that happened in my life, and I try to express where I did wrong and be a better person. I don't want to talk about people that I haven't even seen. I see them on my phone. I haven't even seen them in person. I only see them through my phone. Like, that's why I don't really pay attention to social media. Like, I go in, I post, and I get off. Like, I try to focus on my life and what's going on in my life, because that's what I can control, or try to control. I can't control everything, but I can control whether when I get up in the morning, take my 3 showers, what I eat, like what job I work, the people I associate with. Do I want to stay in bed all day, or do I want to get out? Do I want to talk? Do I want to meet new people? Because life is too short. And I'm realizing that, because I was talking to Miss Kathy today, and I was like, it's crazy. Unless you born into it, money, people who are rich or become rich, it's either their early 30s or their 40s before they hold on, that's a burp. It's their early 30s or they 40s before they get their money. And some people, they lucky in their 20s, but then it's about keeping it and keeping your success in whatever field that you're in. But usually it's about half their lifetime before they get the money, and then they spend the next 10, 20 years, or even it's 50. They 50 when they become rich, and then they only have 20 more years. They don't know it, but they only got 20 more years left. So they successful for 20 years, but they kids live on, if they are right, you know, live right and abide, like, not abide, but do the right things and don't do anything stupid, the kids are wealthy, and then the children's wealthy. If everybody does the right thing, they're, for generations, that family is wealthy. So it only takes one person to set the rest of the people up for success. But I will always say this: I really don't really want to be a billionaire. I don't. I just want to make enough money to have a good life. I just want to have a good life, a stress-free life. Just enjoy myself. I want to, you know, and I just want to go even on the easy road. Like, I'm not saying that I want that what I'm saying is I want to be able to go to my yoga class, do my Pilates. I want to do strip dance class. I want to be able to do that. I want to find another thing. I want to travel the world, eat different foods. I don't know. I just want to enjoy life, have enough money so I can enjoy life, and the gift that I was given, which is the gift of life. So that's why I say just don't react to people. Have emotional intelligence, because you react to people, it can, you know, all it takes is one wrong decision. All it takes is one wrong decision. Like I told y'all earlier, that this semester, or not this semester, it was last semester, I was stealing from the gas station. I was doing it repeatedly. I think I stole from the gas station, and it was my first time. Well, when I was a kid, I did steal a credit. I think it wasn't a credit card. It was a debit, or it was debit or credit. I don't remember. I stole it from Walmart or whatever grocery store it was at. My mama found out about it. She whipped my behind. So that wasn't the first time I stole from a store. But I stole from a gas station. That was, you know, because I didn't have any money and I was hungry and I wanted some snacks. So I started to steal last semester. I started to steal around September, or I think it was September or October. I don't know. But I started to steal. And I was still repeatedly, and I started after a month I got caught. And that was the day I was going there to go and steal, and I was like, something don't feel right. So I walked away. And good thing I walked away, because the cops would have been called on me that night, and who knows what would have happened to me. So that when I was at the shop, and that dude, I'm not gonna say his name, but he was like, you keep stealing from a gas station, the consequences is one day you're gonna get caught. And I got caught. I got caught before that. I was going to that gas station about to steal, but they already caught me. They was like, hey, you're not welcome here. And that's what I'm saying. Like, every consequence, every choice you make has a consequence. You might not get caught the same day, but if you keep doing it, or you might get caught the same day. So that's, be smart and do the right thing. Even do the right thing. Do the right thing. And, you know, you take shortcuts, you know. I think that's what Tony Gasson, he said Tony Gasson said something about shortcuts. I forgot, but just, you'll lose. Be smart, and even if it takes you the long way, do it the right way, because then you'll get the lesson in the end. So, be smart and don't react. That's what I'm learning. And it's hard not to react. It's hard. Because when it's easy for me to talk about it, but when you're in that situation and somebody's really pissing you off, or something doesn't go your way, you know, people don't look at how they treat you. They look at your reaction. And then when you react the way they don't want you to react, that's why it's kind of like people pleasing. Even, yeah, it's kind of like that. But when they don't react the way, like when you don't do or act the way they want you to act, they look at you, become the villain. So you got to be careful about how you react and be smart about it. I'm not talking about be a pushover. I'm not saying that. Just learn to walk away, and walking away has a lot of more strength in it, because that's showing them that you're not about to F with me. You know, silence is golden. Just walk away. Just walk away. But I'm not telling you people to walk over you, just walk away. Because be smart. Have emotional intelligence. But yeah. And have a life, you know. But that's the end of this video. Be calm, cool, collective, emotional intelligence. Don't let people get under your skin. And one day y'all might see this video like, hey, she told us to be calm, cool, collective. Look at her. I'm not saying I'm perfect, okay? But don't just be smart and walk away and protect your peace. That's protecting your peace is walking away. Even if they throw something at you, just be like, okay, let them look stupid. Just be like, okay. And then they might call you weaker. I think the strongest person is the person who can walk away. I think that's the person who can walk away. Or fight when it's time to fight. Like, don't let them get under your skin. Like, you know how Muhammad Ali would get under people's skin? He would talk, and then they get in the person's head, and then they would get all mad and stuff, and then they be fighting in anger, and they wouldn't think, and then he would outsmart them. Exactly. That's why you calm, cool, collected. Release your anger another way, but don't let them get under your skin. Be smart. Don't let them get in your head. They get in your head, they take your bread. Okay? Bye-bye.